So we all are somehow caught in the pandemic, and this pandemic has done something. It has created a big resistance to everything that we are doing from a very long time. And what actually it has blocked? It has blocked all those things which we are organizing or trying to organize from a very long time. Whether it is our education system, medical system, jobs, practices, spiritual practices, going to a temple, doing something in a organized manner, organized by somehow by a human, a single human, or a group of people. So everything that we have organized throughout our life, it just vanished. And when everything and all these things that we are organizing, or we have become part of those organizations or those things, this is what we have actually done in our lives. Hmm? Always trying to get those things only. So when all of these things ceased, then still we were living. So what was actually left? When I'm not going to my educational institution, I was not going to my jobs, to my office, I was not traveling, then everything that I always wanted to do, I was not capable enough to do any of those things, then what was left with me? Just the life. And we all started caring for that life, trying to protect that life. So in this pandemic, everything that we have organized or tried to organize for the goodness of ourself or the fellow human beings, it all ceased. And what was left was the life itself, just the life, very simple life. And life can never be organized. One can only live a life completely, holistically. That is the meaning of life. And this is what one of the biggest thing that one can learn from this whole pandemic thing, that one needs to understand life. Everything else that we are organizing or somebody else is organizing doesn't matter. It will cease one day. But ultimately what we need is life. So this pandemic says this, that we humans have never focused or never gave enough time to our lives, just always seeking our desires, pleasures in different forms. It all has ceased. Nothing has happened to us. Like the students didn't enter into their schools or universities. The people pursuing their jobs, they can't go to their offices. Religious people cannot go to the temples, church, mosque, or monastery or anything. Disciples can't reach their gurus, or spiritual practitioners can't reach their teachers. Completely left alone. And we have never felt like that. So this is a time, this time of pandemic, that each one of us, because this is so clear now, and this thing won't repeat again. So we must understand that what life is. Life can never be organized because a human mind is always looking for security. That is the meaning of an organization that will provide you security. You are the only one who can provide yourself a security through the understanding of yourself. So know thyself. That's the whole meaning. And focus on life. Just see how we live life. Because we all are responsible. Somehow, if we will go deep, one can clearly see that we all are responsible for this pandemic. It is very easy to blame someone that it came from animals or some particular country. This is very easy. We are very habitual of doing this. But the reality is that each one of us have never realized what actually life is, and we are suffering from that, isn't it? We all are. So this is the time, a natural time of realization that I have never lived a life. Because living is the greatest art. It is not dependent on thought, on the collection of knowledge. Everything has failed actually, isn't it? Everything has failed. We cannot even help our fellow countrymen, fellow beings. We have closed our borders. So people from other places cannot enter us. To protect ourselves, we have created a boundary, a fence around us. And this is not life. This is the result of fear, the insecurity, the deep insecurity that each one of us are suffering from. So start thinking about life. Live it completely, holistically. Not in a fragmented way. That I am good in certain things in my life, but I am bad in certain things. No, that is not life. Until and unless there is a complete order in life, everything is in its proper place, because everything is needed in life. Obviously, one needs to earn some money for living, but the means I will choose to earn money, that depends on completely on me. So this is the whole message of this pandemic, that we have never lived. We were always living in our knowledge, in our past experiences, in the words of somebody else, but never inquired that what actually life is. That's the real meaning of be light to yourself. Know thyself. These are one of the most ancient great words that each one of us know about. So one can know oneself by himself. No outside agency, no authority can help us. And this is the only way. If each one of us, or even a single person, can understand that how important life is, living is, a complete independent living, not dependent of anything, not depending on anything, not even on gods, completely dependent on oneself, then there can be a responsibility. And this is the only way. Obviously, we have lost so many people, so many lives throughout the planet. And this is the only way of. It is very easy, isn't it? When somebody dies, it is very easy for us to say that rest in peace. But when each one of us who is living will rest in peace while living, that is living. To live in, to rest in peace, completely rest in peace. No troubles. So obviously some things are important, but most of the things that we are doing, they doesn't have much importance. So live your life with your loved ones, live your life with nature, just live it, not something taken from the past or modifying into the future. No, just Be in the present moment, right now. Life, living is right now. To be in the present. So live your life. That's the whole message of this pandemic COVID-19. Stay safe. Hari Om.